Okay, hello and welcome everyone into today's video. So today we're going to talk about how to write mail merges inside Five. So basically what we want to do is that with the click of a button, we should be sending emails to all of the participants or customers that might be stored in our database or might be stored in a table. Okay, so before getting started, make sure that you have your SMTP server set up. That can be done by clicking on setup, then instances, clicking on the default instance, and then you'll have this option here called as mail. If you click on that, here, just like me, you can set up your SMTP server over here. Now, of course, I'm going to pass in the password over here. Without that, it's not going to work. So make sure that you have your own server ready. Okay, so now that our server is set up, let me show you what we have in our application. So currently in our application, we only have one form, which is our customer form. So let me run it and show it to you. Okay, as you can see, there is a form and we only have two records in it, John and Chris. So John is using this particular email and Chris is using this email. Both of the emails are actually generated using these website, which is tempmail.org and tempmail. So they generate temporary emails for you, which we are using today for testing purposes. So this is John Doe's and this is Chris Smith. Let's go back into our development environment and let's start actually talking about mail merges. So mail merges can be built inside Five by clicking on task, and then we have this option here called as mail merge. Let's click on add item and let's start by giving it a title. I'll just call it our customer mail merge because we don't. And in the data sources, then we can select our customer table. And as soon as I do that, I get two new fields, which is name and email. Basically, what Five is asking me here is that to select the name and the email fields from my table so that Five knows what's the name and the email of each customer. And now we can leave pretty much the other SMTPs as empty. In the subject text, let's just pass in subject. Let's just write test email. That should be in the subject text. And then after we're done with all of the setup over here, I can click here which says merge text, and then Five opens up this rich editor in front of us, which we can use to actually format and write any mails of our choice. So for example, I can write here, hello, this is a test email, please ignore, thank you, or something like that. Of course, you can use various other tools here on top to actually format them, or if you want, you can convert this entire thing into HTML and CSS if you want absolute control. Okay, the other thing I can do here is I would of course want to add the name of each customer over here. So I can simply click here and select Five data source.name because we have passed in our name ID. So Five knows that where we are exactly storing the name of each customer. So therefore we can use it easily over here. And then you can click on save. Let's click on save to save our entire mail merge. Now let's put our mail merge into our end user application. So we can do that by clicking on visual, menus, add a new menu item. Let's call it our mail merge. Menu order of 2, so that appears just below customers. And the action, just select our mail merge. Let's save. Let's run our application again. Okay, now we're going to select mail merge. And now it looks pretty empty over here because we haven't added anything over here. So what we can do is we can click on run. And then Five starts actually executing our mail merge. Ignore the white heading and the lack of contrast over here. That's because of the theme that I just made. Okay, so now it says mail merge complete. So let us open our emails. So first, let us check our temporary email account. You can see here, we got our test email, Five.test. And exactly, hello John Doe, it even says the name. This is a test email, please ignore, thank you. If we go here, let's click here, Five test email, hello Chris Smith, this is a test email, please ignore. So as you can see, they both get their names here as well. Okay, so of course, if I go back to the development environment, so of course, if you dive deep into 5, you can figure out that there are much more things that you can do with mail merges. You can even execute them through the code editor or through JavaScript. If you want to learn more about that, make sure to watch our membership tutorial series. So if you like today's content, make sure to like and subscribe. And until then, I'll see you all very soon, and thank you.